Dear donors, yesterday, October 1st, we had a fantastic ration drive in the Lisbela district of Solodon along the Polari River. 200 families living in small hamlets, isolated and living inland away from the main highway. No roads or bridges exist anymore, as all have been washed away. Once again, a forgotten lot. Basic amenities are not available. Houses have been washed away, thus the immediate need for mosquito nets. We distributed 200 ration bags, mosquito nets, shoes, clothing, toys, and some fortified milk to a few pregnant women. 4 days of incessant rain and river flooding have destroyed over 100 houses. These subsistence farmers have lost their crops, their livestock, and their shelter. Once again, with your donations, we are able to make the impossible possible. No agency, NGOs, or charities have approached or helped the areas which we target and provide. With the assistance of local volunteers, we reach far-flung areas which have been neglected since the rains of July 2022. Our primary focus are these forgotten areas of Balochistan. I would once again like to thank my donors, my volunteers, the labor that assist, and the drivers, without whom none of this would be possible. International donors, please don't get fatigued yet. The devaluation is working in our interest. God bless.
रूहें भीग रही हैं। क्या बरसती बारिशें बस कच्चे पक्के घरों को भिगोती हैं? क्या पानी के रेहले में बस घरों की दीवारें और कोटों से बंधे मवेशी बह जाते हैं? क्या बारिश के जोर से बस रास्ते ही कट जाते हैं? नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है। आंखें इनके सिवा भी कुछ मंजर देखती हैं। बरसती बारिशों में माहें रुल जाती हैं। बहते रेलों में मासूम बच्चे बह जाते हैं। कांसी, तांबे, लोहे के बर्तन ही नहीं, मिट्टी के इंसान भी दबे नजर आते हैं। बरसती बारिशें और बहते सैलाबी रेलों में इस बार घरों के साथ साथ रूहें भी रुल गई हैं। बेला की रूह, मस्तूंग, शाल, खुजदार, नोशकी, किले अब्दुल्ला, किले सैफुल्ला और पूरी धरती की रूह रुल गई है। इस रूह में ममता रुल गई है। आगे बढ़ें इन बरसती बारिशों में और बहते रेलों में जोली फैलाएं और रूहों को मरने से बचाएं।
Dear donors, yesterday, September 4th, we went where no woman or man has been for the last 40 or 45 days. Mula Chotak in the Khuzdar district of Balochistan. We delivered ration to 120 families across the river and 80 rations to families along the route. The roads have collapsed due to massive rain and floods and split in places by falling lightning. No relief has been sent to these people who already survive on subsistence nutrition. These people are poor but warm and welcoming. Once again, I thank all my generous donors. God bless.
आए कुछ दुखों का भार हम भी उठाएं। आए कुछ पटे दामनों को पेवंद हम भी लगाएं। आए कुछ भीगती आंखों के आंसू हम भी पहुँचे। आए कुछ डूबते दिलों को हम भी थामे। जिंदमान का पैगाम जिंदगी के नाम।
Dear donors, yesterday I completed a donation drive in the Lisbela district of Balochistan with Zindman Welfare Organization. We mainly distributed to the marginalized communities of bonded labor who work the land. This land has dried up, but these internally displaced people have not been relocated back. They have no possession of food, their camps are deplorable. The only organized orderly camp we visited was so as they were expecting a visit from the provincial governor. Remember, we believe there must be dignity in giving and receiving.
धरती के दर्दों से जुड़िए, फरिश्तों का मत सोचिए, आकाश का मत सोचिए, खुदा मत बने, फरिश्ते मत बने, धरती पर हमदर्दी करने वाले इंसान बने। हम मट्टी के इंसान हैं, ज़मीन का सोचिए, धरती से जुड़िए, धरती के दर्दों से जुड़िए, आगे बढ़ें, धरती पे बसने वाले लोगों और जिंदमान आपकी इमदाद के मुंतज़र है। जिंदमान का आद तामिए, जिंदमान आपकी दी हुई अमानत अमानतदार तक पहुंचाएगा। इंसान बनिए, दर्दों को महसूस करें और दर्द बांटें। शुक्रिया।
Dear donors, last night, October 22nd, we returned, shaken and stirred after conducting a donation drive in the far-flung forgotten area of Khairpur district of Faizganj, Sindh. 6 villages in and around New and Old Lahero. 200 families abandoned and living in a putrid swamp. Schools and houses submerged in water. All produce wiped out by 2 months of incessant rain and flooding. Since these people live so isolated, no local area landlord or organizations have visited to offer them any relief. Dengue, malaria, and lack of shelter has left them vulnerable and sick. We heard their lament of food poverty, disease, plight, and abandonment. There are no basic facilities like education and health in these areas. As winter approaches in this desert region, I implore my donors to once again be generous for our next donation drive to far-flung areas, mostly of Sindh and Balochistan, where we will supply them with rations, blankets, tarpaulin, warm clothing, and medicines. Once again, I thank all my donors. Without you, this would not be possible. A special thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Chung for hosting and feeding us. Best regards and God bless. Samia and Hani Baloch.